Look, all of the demons, they are also meeting Krishna, did they not? Rama, Ravan, Kumbhakarna, from them to Jarasandha, Duryodhan, Dushasan, they all met Krishna. Ticket. Just by saying that your objective is to buy a ticket, will you get a ticket? You have to have the objective that where are you going? Are you going to India? Are you going to Delhi? Are you going to Australia? Iceland. You may also go to Iceland. These four goals of human life, Dharma, Artha, Kam, and then also moksha, liberation. And beyond this, the Pancham Purushartha, the fifth objective of human life, is krishna-prema. When we don't have our objective set, we cannot progress forward. Sadhana, without an objective, sadhana is not to attain any goal. So Mahaprabhu asked this question to he's saying, sadhan, what are we doing sadhan for? In order to attain what are we performing sadhan? Dharma, Artha, Kam. This is called the threefold objectives of human life. In order for mukti, liberation, also leave this aside. What do we need? We need the fifth goal of human life, krishna-prema. In order to attain this prema, we must perform sadhana. And what is this sadhana? Bhakti. Avideya, it is called. Bhakti, we must accept this bhakti. When we don't cultivate this bhakti, then we won't arrive at our objective. The Abhideya tattva is called bhakti, the process. Until we don't have this decided, then we cannot perform sadhana. Therefore, in order to perform sadhana, we must first of all set our objective. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, he's saying that without sadhana, the objective of sadhana is not attainable. In order to attain Goloka Vrindavan, we must perform this type of sadhana, and this type of satsanga means the association of saints. Without sadhu-sanga, one does not develop discrimination. Tulsidas is saying in this Ramchitra Manas. Without that discrimination, you can't attain Ramachandra. If you don't get the mercy of Bhagavan, you cannot attain that type of satsanga. Without that satsanga, you cannot get the discrimination by which you can attain the Lord. You need this satsanga. The glories of satsanga our Guru Vargas have exhibited. So how can we get this satsanga? All are sadhus, but who is really a sadhu? All those who you are sitting with are called sadhus, but there's categories also of sadhus. Isn't it? Someone is a worshipper of Vaikuntha. Someone is a sadhu who worships Lakshmi Narayan. Someone is going to Ayodhya. And someone who is going to Dwarkapuri, he is also a sadhu. And in Goloka Vrindavan, there are also sadhus who are going for that. So they're exhibiting the glories of sadhu-sanga. All of these examples in Srimad-Bhagavatam, they all exhibit the glories of satsanga, sadhu-sanga. Therefore, Kapiladeva, Swayam Bhagavan, was speaking to his mother. Hey mother, always remain in sadhu-sanga, satsanga. Hitkarna sayana-katha tushvad ashva apavargavardhani saksaratir anukameshyati satam prasangan mama virya samvidu hitkarna sayana-katha tajjoshnadashvavargavatmani sadaratir bhaktir anukameshyati. So he was saying to his mother, hey mother, in your life, this one objective should remain satsanga. Remain in the association of saints. And the extremely enlivening, powerful katha of Bhagavan. That gives pleasure to the ears and the heart. Continually listen to this katha. Hritkarana rasayana katha. That katha, that by listening to it, dharma, artha, kam, moksha, the desire for these four objectives of human life becomes vanquished. Tajjoshanad ashva apavargavartmani Shadharatir bhaktiranu kamishyati. And gradually, faith, that means sadhan bhakti, and after that, bhava bhakti, and after that, prema bhakti, is attained in sequence. This is the sequence being told. And by satsanga alone, this can be attained. Therefore, how can we do this satsanga? Sitting in the satsanga, hearing the katha of Bhagavan. So, from which sadhu should we hear hari-katha? It's been told, nirmat saranam satam. Which sadhu? Nirmat sar sadhu. Nirmat sar means one sadhu who is devoid of envy. Who is called nirmatsar? One is matsar. In someone's heart who burns seeing the good qualities of others, that is called a matsar sadhu, an envious sadhu. So, in this manner, in one's heart, lust and greed, etc., these enemies are there, so they can't tolerate the good qualities, the happiness of others. This is an envious person. But we should hear the katha from those who are without this envy. So, there's so many different types of sadhus you will meet in this world. But in the Srimad-Bhagavatam, it has been told, Dharma projita kaitava atra. Parmaniraj saranam satam vidyam vastav matavasta shivadam tyapatoyon muranam Srimad-Bhagavatam mahamunikam va paririshvara sadhuribhe rubate takatavi shudushavi shtachana. So look here. We're focusing on this word here, nirmat saranam satam, that we should listen from the lotus mouths of those sadhus who are devoid of envy. Seeing the excellence of others, utkarish. Seeing the excellence of others, that burning which is present in one's heart, that is called an envious sadhu, a matsara sadhu. Nirmatsara sadhu is completely liberated from all types of material longings. So we must hear from this type of sadhu. So one who is not eager for worldly gain, pratishtha, prestige, etc. We should hear from this type of sadhu. Srimad-Bhagavatam is giving the evidence. We are to hear the Bhagavat, but who are we to hear the Bhagavat from? There are so many people who speak the Bhagavat. Karmis speak it, fruitive workers, jnanis, knowledgeable persons, yogis. Even those who are Advaitavadis speak the Bhagavat. Maharaja is mentioning another shloka here. Sarvachista yata bhaya padma paran is telling that a Vaishnava mukod giranam, that those who are not a Vaishnava, if you hear the katha, this nectarian katha, from the mouth of one who is not a Vaishnava, your heart will be like tarnished, like made dirty. So milk is something that nourishes the body, makes one strong, but if it's been touched by the fangs of a serpent, then by drinking that milk, you could even die. Therefore, in scriptures, it said that Avaishnava mukod girnam shravanam neva kartavyam. So we do not need to hear this hari-katha from one who is not a Vaishnava. Who should we hear from? Nirmatsar, saints. Those saints who are completely devoid of this envy, in whose heart there is no type of envy. As Sukadeva Gosvami Pad, Santa, saint, great soul, Sukadeva Goswami. As soon as he took birth from the mother's womb, he ran in the direction of the forest. He never wore any clothes. He's mentioning the pranam mantra to Sukadeva Goswami. Janma pravajantam anupaita katyam. So this janma, this birth samskar, did not happen for Srila Sukadeva Goswami. So he had a very beautiful divine form. He had eyes like the petals of lotus flowers. He was completely submerged in contemplation on and meditation on the Bhagavat. Just by having his darshan, prema rose in the hearts of all. So birds and animals, seeing his darshan, they became filled with prema. Tears flowed from their eyes. From the darshan of Sukadeva Goswami, prema was arisen in the hearts of all. Such a uttam, a topmost devotee, who is having this Krishna prema, just by having his darshan, people became immersed in this prema. It says such a top class of devotees. So even staying there, we're not able to see him, because the heart, if it is not clean, then we can't see the true status of a saint. But Sukadeva Goswami is saying, "Oh Sanak, etc., rishis, listen. This type of saint, great soul, Dhamma Paravajantam Anupetam Apetakatam Putetitan Maitam Taravo Benedus." So his father, Vyasadeva, was running behind him, saying, "Ha Putra, oh my son, oh my son." Sukadeva Goswami, he didn't turn once back and look. He didn't once look. He just went straight into the forest. And what was he thinking? Who is the son? What are you crying for? The echo came from the forest. The echo came from the forest. Ha putra. Like, who are you? Who is your son? Who are you crying for? So it's a very beautiful katha that was told in the Bhagavad. When Sukadeva Goswami began going on this path, there were some apsaras, some damsels who were taking bath. When Sukadeva Goswami went by, they had no type of... They were not shy at all. But when Vyasadeva went by, they became shy and they wore their clothes. Then Vyasadeva said, "My son, who has such a divine, young, youthful body, seeing him you didn't feel any type of shyness. And me, who is in old age, seeing me, you became so shy." At that time, they gave such a beautiful answer, such an answer. It is being described there in Srimad-Bhagavatam. See this. What is being told about the symptoms of a Mahabhagavat? Look here at the Bhagavat. So what type of answer did those damsels give? He's asking this Prabhu. So this subject will continue. Is being displayed that who is considered a saint, a great soul. What is this top class of saint? Those who have attained the body of an associate of Bhagavan. What are the different types? The different types of those who have attained the body of a Bhagavat Parshad and associated Bhagavan, Nirdut Kashai and Murchit Kashai. We want to do satsanga, is it not? We want to do this very topmost, the topmost satsanga, those who have attained a body of an associate of Bhagavan. This type of great soul, we want to attain their association, such as Narad Rishi. He is the eternal associate of Bhagavan. He has attained a body as an associate of Bhagavan. He is an Uttam Mahabhagavat. The second example, the second type of Bhagavat Deha Prapt Parshad is Nirdut Kashai. He doesn't have any attachment to anything of this world. Take a look. The example has been given of Sukadeva Goswami. And the third example, the third type, Murchita Kashai. So it's showing here. that they don't have any type of attachment. So Narad Rishi, when he took birth as the son of a servant, a maidservant, in the first canto of Bhagavatam, it's been told in the 10th chapter, Panca, 5th. So Narad is telling his own story, how I attained the darshan of Bhagavan. So this type of high class of saint, so we will hear that later, but why is everyone so eager to hear the hari-katha of Sukadeva Goswami? In the assembly of Parikshit Maharaj, when Sukadeva Goswami arrived, all of the top class of saints were present there in that assembly. Even Vyasadeva was present. And even the father, Vyasadeva, and the father of the father were present. Parashar Rishi. And so many rasagya, shastragya, those who know rasa, those who know tattva, those who know shastras, all of these people were present. So when Sukadeva Goswami arrived in that assembly, everybody stood up, left their seats, and welcomed Sukadeva Goswami and provided him with a high seat. They said, kindly sit. Why? There's also a secret hidden here. Our acharyas have told this. We have to hear katha. We have to do satsanga. But from whom? From whom are we to hear? So, eligibility. From the lotus mouth of Sukadeva Goswami, everyone wanted to hear katha. But why? This Bhagavad Katha, Vyasadeva had told this katha to his son, Sukadeva. Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, had imparted this onto the heart of Brahma. As Chatusloki Bhagavatam, Brahma told this katha to Narad. Then Narad told it to Vyasadeva. Then Vyasadeva told it to his son, Sukadeva Goswami. This is the parampara, the disciplic succession. Nigam kalpatarur galitam. This Bhagavad Katha is filled of so much nectar. So much this fully ripened fruit of the Kalpa Vriksh, the wish-fulfilling desire tree of the Vedas, the completely ripened fruit, which has no peel, no seed, only liquid nectar, only a storehouse of ras. So it's completely ripe. And on top of that, it's also been tasted. It's been made even sweeter by being tasted by the Shuka pakshi, the parrot. So a mango, if a parrot comes and tastes that, then it becomes so much more sweet. Nigama kalpa tarur galitam phalam Shuka mokad ritta samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam vasam alayam muhura hurasikarasu bhuvi bhavaka. So how does this mood, this conception come to where we're at? Through the Guru Parampara. If that fully ripened fruit falls from the tree, what happens? It becomes burst, it becomes destroyed. But how does this fruit come? It comes through this Guru Parampara, the disciplic succession. Shuka Mukar Amrita Drava Samyutam. Especially by this parrot, the Shuka, especially by being tasted by this Shuka. So in this context of the Bhagavad Gita, it's been told in the Puranas that why were everybody so eager to hear from Sukadeva Goswami, from Vyasadeva to Parasharishi, and all of these great saints and Mahatmas who were present there. Obviously Parikshit Maharaj is there. Because this Shuk, this parrot, he is not an ordinary parrot. So, if we told the entire katha of Sukadeva Goswami, this Sukadeva Goswami, I don't know, his previous life. So, Sukadeva Goswami is directly the parrot of Radharani, who is nurtured by her. So Radharani gives him these beautiful pomegranate seeds. She feeds him. It's telling in Sanskrit something. It's called in Sanskrit about the pomegranate seeds. These beautiful red seeds of the pomegranate. Radharani brings them and keeps them in her hand and teaches this parrot to sing. Sukadeva Goswami Pad told the history of his previous birth. It's in the Puranas. Sukadeva Goswami began saying, "Hey Maharaj Parikshit, in the previous birth, I was Radhaji's extremely dear. I was nurtured by her. I was the parrot. Radharani herself kept me on her left hand, a small parrot. And she brought very beautiful red pomegranate seeds, and she fed me those. And what did she say? She said, oh parrot, oh Shuk, what should you chant? You should chant Krishna, 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 Krishna. You should chant Krishna's name. Krishna's name is crooked. It's not easy to say it for the tongue. But Ram is easy. But to say Krishna, the tongue really has to twist. Krishna, Krishna. If you twist your tongue, then you can speak the Krishna's name. Krishna is crooked, and also his name is crooked. So he's crooked in Vrindavan, and Yamuna is also crooked. She flows in a crooked manner. Radhaji teaches. So one day, the Shuka flew so high and then went to Nandagaon. There Krishna was playing with his friends, his sakas. And he was sitting above one parrot was sitting above a very beautiful tamal tree. And he was chanting Krishna, 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 just as Radha had taught him. So just as Radha chants, he caught this parrot. And in that much time, Radhaji came. At that very time, Radhaji came from Varasana, and Krishna began to speak. You don't chant my name. You chant Radharani's name. Her name. So the that parrot, began to chant Radharani's name. And then Radha came and said, "This is my parrot. You should give him to me." And he said, "What's the matter of saying it's yours or mine? Whoever he comes to, he is that person's parrot." So at that time, Radhaji was going to Mother Yashoda, and she complained about Krishna. Mother Yashoda came. Mother Yashoda, she grabbed Krishna's arm from one hand, and with her other hand, she took that parrot and took him from Krishna's hand. So she said, "You should come now and take your meal, otherwise your father will not take his meal." So Mother Yashoda took her son by one hand and gave this parrot to Radharani with the other hand. Radhaji returned to Vasana. Radhaji saw this Shuka is not chanting Krishna Krishna. Now he's chanting Radha. Radhaji started saying, "Listen, don't chant my name, chant Krishna's name." Sukadeva Gosvami said, "I have now two gurus. One is Mantra Guru. Mantra Guru means Diksha Guru. Krishna gave this mantra, Radhaji. So Radhaji became the Diksha Guru and Krishna became the Shiksha Guru. So which Guru should I leave and which should I stay with? Scriptures are saying that the Diksha Guru is there should be no difference between the Diksha Guru and the Shiksha Guru. We should not see any difference in the Diksha Guru and the Shiksha Guru. Who sees a difference in the two? He has not yet entered into Tattva Siddhanta, these proper conclusions of the scriptures. So in order to get this clear, we need to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it's said there, this way, they are one truth. Guru is one. So Guru is called Akhanda-guru-tattva, this undivided principle of Sri Guru. Guru is one, Krishna, Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum. Guru is one, who is called Akhanda-guru-tattva. So who is this? Akhanda-guru-tattva. Krishna's Prakash Vigraha, Baladev Prabhu. And Krishna himself is manifest in the form of Baladev. So Bhagavan has told, Bhagavan himself, in the form of the Acharya, in the form of the Guru, in the form of the Checha Guru, the Guru of the heart, he is present in the hearts of everyone. So when we analyze, one is Diksha Guru, one is Shiksha Guru, and one is Checha Guru. And the fourth, Vartmara Pradarshak Guru, who shows me the path. That is called, it's the path, called the path. Who takes me towards the direction of this flowing stream of Shuddha Bhakti. This is called Vartma Pradarshak Guru. One is Diksha Guru, who gives us the mantra. This is called Diksha Guru, from whom we attain the mantra. And the Shiksha Guru, from whom we, in order to enter into the truths of the Bhagavat Tattva, in order to get instructions on Tattva Siddhanta, this is called Shiksha Guru. Chaita Guru is Bhagavan himself, this Paramatma which is present in the hearts of all. He is present as the witness. In the hearts of all, he is saying, I am present as the witness. And he, that Bhagavan who is present as Paramatma, when one's Sukriti, his pious, bhakti inclined spiritual merit, when it gets very high, then he gets shown the right path. Yeah. So, going forward, so we should not see any difference. There's no difference in the Shiksha and the Diksha Guru. So it said, I know that the Diksha Guru is your form, your Rup, and the Shiksha Guru is your Swarup. Your So Krishna is one. And how he is manifested in so many beautiful forms. Radha Krishna are one Swarup, but they are one truth. In order to perform pastimes, they are two. So Sukadeva Gosvami is saying that Radhaji is what? Diksha Guru. And Krishna, what did he give me? He gave me Shiksha. He's my Shiksha Guru. So if you want to study this in a greater manner, then you'd have to look at Krishna Karnamrit, 104th shloka and 100th shloka. Speaking about Guru, Chintamani, this shloka. Shikapinchamo. So who is my Shiksha Guru? What is Bilva Mangal Thakur saying? He is saying, Bhagavan, who wears this peacock feather on his head, this Swayam Krishna, Krishna himself. Bilva Mangal Thakur is saying, Somagiri, when pure Vaishnava, he had taken Diksha from this Somagiri. And then, Chintamani Jayati Somagiri Gurur Me Shiksha Guruscha Bhagavan Shiki Pinsha Mauli. And my Shiksha Guru is not in any way less. One slok is being mentioned here by Maharaj. So this is the 104th slok in Krishna Karnamrit. So he's speaking about Chintamani, that this is my Vartma Pradarshaka Guru, because she has shown me the path towards Vrindavan. This katha of Bilavamanga Thakur, everyone understands. Chintamani said, go to Vrindavan. So therefore, Vartmata Darshaka Guru, Chintamani Jayati. First of all, he's giving this Jayadwani, he's glorifying his Vartmata Darshaka Guru. And then Somagiri, the named Somagiri, this pure devotee from whom he took Diksha. Bilvamanga Thakur was an elevated Brahmin. And he knew the essence of all scriptures, he knew everything. But by divine arrangement, he went to this Chintamani. And where did she finally send him? She sent him to Vrindavan. Therefore, he's saying, Chintamani Jayati Samakirir Gurur Me. Shiksha Guruscha Bhagavan Shiki Pinchamoli. So this Bhagavan who wears this peacock feather on his head, Swayam, Krishna himself. Not that Krishna in Mathura or Dwarka, but Krishna himself. Because in Dwarka, in Mathura, Krishna does not wear this peacock feather. This is Siddhanta. Shiksha Gurushta Bhagavan Shikipinchamoli. So he is saying for Vrindavan's Shama Sundar. How beautiful this mood. So in the 104th slok he is saying, who is my Shiksha Guru? He is not anyone ordinary, he is Bhagavan himself. He came, he manifested as my Shiksha Guru. One is Diksha Guru, one is Shiksha Guru. So now he's mentioning again this slok, Prema Rancharve. So the commentator is mentioning here. So performing bhajan, when one arrives at a very high stage, then at this time, then someone is called one's Bhajan Shiksha Guru. Bhajan Shiksha Guru. Bhajan means how to perform seva, service. So the process of performing service is to be learned, is it not? This Bhajan Shiksha Guru. So in order to get us more deeply entered into this process, we need this instructor. So this as so if you're on the surface of the ocean, you can't attain much, but as deep as you go into that ocean, you can find priceless jewels. As deep as you go into that ocean, you can find so many different types of jewels and diamonds. And so this entering into this tattva siddhanta. So now I was speaking about Sukadeva Goswami, but we went on another tangent about Guru. So he's not ordinary. Sukadeva Goswami. So my Diksha Guru and my Shiksha Guru. Diksha Guru is Srimati Radhika and Shiksha Guru is Krishna. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami started saying that to Parikshit. I will chant both their names. Krishna Krishna Radhe 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 Shyam Radhe Shyam 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 Radhe Radhe Hare Ram 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 Hare whose name comes first, Radha, because she is the Diksha Guru. First, we will chant Radha's name, Hare Krishna, Radhe Krishna. So who becomes our Guru? Radhaji. So attentively listen. Listen very attentively. Who is our Guru? There's one thing that's called Tattva Vichar, the consideration of Tattva, and Rasa Vichar, consideration of Rasa. Radhaji is our Guru. So Sukadeva Goswami is saying, I will chant both of their names. This Mahamantra, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this in truth is Radha and Krishna. First Radha's name and then Krishna's name. It is also Krishna himself. Krishna himself said that first chant Radhaji's name and then chant my name. So Sukadeva Goswami Pad began to say that one day Radhaji was showing me so much affection. One day Radhaji was feeding me pomegranate seeds, and I was just seated as usual in Radha's hand. And one day Radha started doing what to me? She lovingly started to kiss me. Like as a mother takes a small child in her lap, and what does the mother do in the middle? On the forehead, she smells the forehead of the child. This is a symptom of parental mood. Sometimes she kisses the child, sometimes she embraces the child. So in this very manner, Srimati Radhika, Radhaji, took me in her hand and she embraced me to her chest very lovingly. And at that time, she would embrace me and she began to kiss me. And at this very time, what did I do? I also kissed Radhaji's cheek. And then the nectar of Radharani's lips, I also drank that. Then this nectar of Radharani's lips, I drank a little of that. And anything of her is so sweet that it cannot even be described. One slok he wants to mention later. So one's verse he is mentioning. At the time of her embracing this Shuka, and the Shuka kissing Radha's and drinking the nectar of Radha's lips, he attained this nectar of Radharani's lips. And it is so sweet that what type of words can explain that? This is a katha that is told in the Purans. The scriptures are evidence. So this katha of Sukadeva Goswami is so sweet. Karna Rasayan. It is an elixir for the ears. But why is that katha so sweet that's being told by Sukadeva Goswami? Because he directly drank the nectar of Radharani's lips. So therefore everyone, in order to hear this Srimad-Bhagavatam, even Narad Rishi was present there, Parashar, Vyas. So on the bank of this river, so many great Mahatmas, their names are mentioned there. Those who know past, present, and future, those who know Brahm, those who know Spirit, All of these great souls were present there, and they were very eager to hear from Sukadeva Goswami. Jai. Jai. For this reason we are saying that sadhu-sanga. If in your life you may get the great fortune, the sukriti which is attained from so many births, that you may attain sat-sanga and have the darshan of such saints, then, hearing the Srimad-Bhagavatam, dharma projita kaitava atra paramo nirmatsaranam satam, these great nirmatsar sadhus, like Sukadeva Goswami, who have no trace of any worldly aspiration. So, except for Radha and Krishna, they don't remember anything else. When he remembers Radhaji, he will faint. He was saying like a sloka or something now. So if he even remembers Radharani, he will be fainted for 6 months. And Parikshit Maharaj, this katha to Parikshit Maharaj, it must finish in 7 days. So how will he complete that? If he becomes absorbed in this remembrance of Radharani. Therefore, he didn't take the name of his guru even. Whatever you say, first you have to give the jai of Gurudev. So, Sukadeva Goswami Pad began to say, therefore everything in Srimad-Bhagavatam, he's mentioning another shlok, it is paroksh, it is parokshvad, it is indirect manner. In an indirect manner, this worship of their worshipful deity is being performed. Maharaj is mentioning another shlok. Kachid Gopa. So in so many places in Shastra this has been seen. So therefore we are saying sat-sanga, sadhu-sanga. In the life, if this great fortune arises, we attain the association of such great souls. They will say, whether you attain Bhagavan or you do not attain Bhagavan, we won't even have that desire for that. If we meet Bhagavan or if we do not meet Bhagavan, in life, what do we need? We need that type of nirmatsar saints, great souls, these great souls who are devoid of envy. So it's said, dharma projita kaitava atra nirmatsaranam satam. Nirmatsar sadhus. And then we may just become submerged into this Bhagavad Gita, in this type of sadhu-sanga. Not just any type of sadhu. That will not be effective. So in one sloka, it is saying this, all of this. If you can just continue describing this one sloka. Dharma projita kaitava atra. Srimad-Bhagavatam. In one shlok, it is saying this atra word 3 times. Dharma projita kaitava atra. Kaitava, this cheating. Dharma, leave it. Dharma, kam, artha, moksha. Leave it. This is cheating. Dharmadya buksha vancha kaitava paran cha hoite Krishna bhakti hoi antaran. Yeah, antaryan. So what to speak about duplicities? Duplicity. What is duplicity? Mukti vancha. It's the desire for liberation. Advaitavadis do such rigid austerity in order to attain liberation, but Bhagavat is giving the evidence. Also renounce this desire for mukti. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying, Dharamaje Anyway, so in the heart, if this desire for mukti, for liberation, is present, then Krishna bhakti will not manifest there. And dharma artha kama pancha. So, if one may cultivate bhakti, this dharma artha kama moksha, of their own accord they will begin to run behind that person. So, they will just wait. If one just performs a little bit of bhakti, this dharma, artha, kama, moksha, they will follow behind this person. They will be running behind this person, even if you do not desire them. They will come. La puja pratishtha, this gain, worship, and prestige, they will come. So, as this pratishtha came in Madhavendra, as soon as it came, he left that place. By that fear of the pratishtha, Madhavendra Prabhupada left that place. And we are so eager for this pratishtha. So, this pratishtha, that on my neck, a very beautiful mala may come. People may come and pay pranams. People may worship me. These are all obstacles to bhakti. Nailed it. So when this pratishtha came from Madhavendra Prabhupada, he left that place. And it's coming behind him. You may desire it or you may not desire it. This will come. But what can you do? Engage this in the service of the Bhagavat. They're giving so much pratishtha. What can we do with this pratishtha? We can engage it in the service. Give it to Bhagavan. People giving money, some property, engage it in Bhagavan's service. Bhagavan has given, so give some land, then build a temple like this. Bhagavan has given. Gurudev has given. So we have engaged it in service. He says you should. So this is called bhakti, in truth. Is this true or not? So, if you didn't give your wealth and your property, then where does such a grand temple come from? In all the world, is this big of a temple there? Here 1,000 people could live, and Gurudev was so pleased. So, at the time before this mandir, Gurudev went to his eternal abode. But how pleased was he at this project? Is there such a grand temple like this? You tell where it is. So, Gurudev, y'all have done such hard work, and built a nice kingdom here for Gurudev. This is truth. So I remember, I was here also. Gurudev said that I will come. Gurudev said, I will come. The day when the inauguration was there, we were all seated there. She sang, Maharaja, you were there. And this Mataji is saying, it was a very wondrous scene there. Outside there's a beautiful thing. It's like a cloud with a silver lining for some seconds, and it was just such a beautiful scene that it came in our mind that Gurudev had come and inaugurated this temple when we were performing parikrama of the temple. So there was like so much reddish hue, lightning, or just like a reddish cloud and like a silver lining, she's saying. We'll have to ask them. So they're saying it was such a beautiful scene that we were all thinking that Gurudev has come, Gurudev has come. Gurudev has come to give his blessing. Maharaja is saying, I also remember this time. As Mataji is saying that when our Thakurji came, they were in wooden boxes. There were 8 boxes, 8 deities, and we didn't know that in which box which Vigraha was there. So the first box we opened, that was Nityananda Prabhu. The first box was Nityananda Prabhu. This other Mataji said that Gurudev gave so much affection for this mat, so much guidance he gave for every detail of this mat. He kept asking, like, what's the progress of this Houston mat? And some devotees went to Jaipur, and I became aware that Gurudev was telling how to make these deities of Radha and Sitaji. He's telling exactly how to make them. So Maharaja is saying that Gurudev, seeing this, how pleased he was. And all of these devotees coming together and serving here, it's such a beautiful scene. So it's a matter of time. So y'all have done so much hard work for Gurudev, taking your mind, your wealth, and serving in all the manners. This is truth. Just dependent on time. Gurudev said, I will come. So this thing that he said, it just echoes in my ear. And Maharaja is saying, I performed the pratishtha, I established these deities here. I remember that. Sismataji is saying that we were saying, Gurudev, you have to come. But Gurudev at that time was performing some sickness pastimes. Jai. Okay, so time has gone. Govinda bolo, Hari Gopala bolo.